Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my April TBR and I thought I would do things a little bit differently. Instead of using prompts to pick my TBR, I thought it would be fun if I let my dog pick my TBR. I have a stack of books that are on my TBR and I kind of put them with books that are like similar to each other. It's like I've got two mysteries next to each other and I'm gonna have her pick between two. So I'll just put like a treat on each one and then see which one she goes to first, and then that will be added to my TBR, and I'm gonna do that about like 5 or 6 times. So hopefully this works. I'm not sure how cooperative she'll be because she's a little rambunctious right now, but that's the plan. I'm gonna go through all the ones that I'm having her pick from first, and then I'll lay them out and we'll see what she picks. Like I said, I tried to put books that were similar genres next to each other. So the first two that I'm going to put next to each other are Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and Wayward, because I feel like they give similar vibes. So I'm going to put those two together. They're both, I feel like, just like very whimsical fantasies, and just based off the covers I feel like they give the same vibes. That's what I'm going off of, is vibes. And then I have 2 mysteries after reading Listen for the Lie, I think it was called, my book of the month pick from last month. I'm kind of in a thriller mystery mood, so I have these 2 from book of the month. This one is Only If You're Lucky, and I think this one is about like college friends. It's a female friendship. Oh, this is the same author as Flicker in the Dark. I haven't read that one, but I have it. But like one of their friends like goes missing. That's really all I know about it. And then this one's about, I think this one's super intriguing and kind of want her to pick this one because it's basically this girl, she read a book and she gives it a review that she's like, it's poorly written. She didn't enjoy it, so she gives it a review of 1 star. And then the author is like coming after her for giving her 1 star, and I feel like that's a really interesting plot. So I kind of hope she picks this one, and even if she doesn't, I might just read it anyway. So those are my 2 mysteries, and then I have these 2 fantasies next to each other. Darling Girl by Liz Mikulski? I'm not sure how to say that, but this is a Peter Pan retelling, and I've been wanting to read this for so long. And then I'm going to pair it with Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I read The Unmaking of June Farrow by her back in October. It was a book of the month pick, and it was amazing. I loved it so much. I love her writing, so I'm really excited to read another book by her. And then I have 2, they're not really similar, they're both just like regular literary fiction, but I think this one has magical realism in it, I think. The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. It's this teacher who kind of wants to adopt a student in her class, and obviously she doesn't have enough income to do that. This author that she likes is writing one last book, but he's only making 1 copy of it. So he like invites his like top fans to this island where he lives to compete for it, I guess. This one manuscript following that plot line, and then A Little Life by this author. I don't even want to try saying it, but I've had this on my TBR for so long and I just want to read it. And I saw Sarah Caroli read it this past month, and I'm like, okay, I finally need to read this. I've literally had it on my shelf for like over 2 years. I'm terrified of the size, and you know, everyone says, oh, check trigger warnings, or everyone just scared me off of this book basically. So got that on my TBR this month. And then I have One Day by David Nichols. It's a Netflix show now. It was a movie with Anne Hathaway, so I was like, okay, I have to get this so I can watch the show. Everyone seems to love the show right now, and I think this takes place on the same day like every year, and it's telling about these 2 people, this guy and this girl's relationship or friendship, or like wherever they are in their life. So I feel like that seems really interesting. And then I have Frederick Backman's Beartown, because I feel like I've kind of seen it everywhere now all of a sudden, and I've been wanting to read it. So got that one. I got those two. And then my last two options are both fantasy. I was trying to figure out what to put with this. I had one fantasy left, and it's The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. I bought this after I read Bride, because I was like, I feel like I want something that gives similar vibes, so that's why I bought this. And then I have The Princess Bride, which has also been on my TBR for a long time, and it was actually on my TBR for January, I think, or February, and I didn't get to it. So I feel like I wanted to put these two side by side. So those are all the books that we have on my TBR that Willow's going to choose from. Oh yeah, the whole point of this video, I'm going to introduce you to my dog. Today's guest. Come here. This is Willow. She is a 5-month-old golden retriever, and she is a crazy little girl, aren't you? I've already walked her like 5 times this morning, and she still wants to go outside, and she's gonna drive me crazy. But she's a good girl, aren't you? I'm probably gonna walk her one more time before I have her pick the books, because she has too much energy right now. Don't you? Don't you? Sit. Okay, you have to pick one of these. Sit. Pick one. See it? Pick one. Alright, she picked A Little Life. Leave it. Sit. Leave it. Leave it. Okay. Her next pick is One Day. Stay. Stay. Okay. Alright. The next one is The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. Leave it. Stay. 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 Sit. Hey. Leave it. No, ma'am. Leave it. Leave it. She's not doing very well. Her next pick is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Stay. Okay. She keeps going to the same side. Spells for Forgetting. Alright, these are our last two, okay? It's the last ones. Stay. 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 Okay. Get it. Wow. Okay. And then her last pick is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. Good girl. You picked my TBR. Sit. You want to show them some of your tricks? Sit. Sit. Shake. Good girl. Touch. Good job. Lay down. Good girl. Okay. So, she's picked my TBR. She kept going to the same side each time. So, I'm gonna let that pass this time, and we're just gonna roll with it. So, let's go back through them one more time. We have The Last Word by Taylor Adams, which I'm super excited about. Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. Emily Wilde Encyclopedia of Fairies, The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson, One Day by David Nichols, and A Little Life, which I'm excited and nervous about. So that is going to be my April TBR. Come here. Come here. Sit. Thank you, Willow, for choosing my TBR and being my special guest today. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in my next video. Say bye!